Gives me much pleasure to be here for this software launch in respect to South Pacific Stock Exchange, as has been highlighted by the chair. And without sort of going into the actual mechanics of it, it is very, very critical that whenever you have a stock exchange, whenever you create new institutions within the country, it must keep up to pace with technological changes. It must adopt technology that actually exists in other parts of the world. Otherwise, you'll get left behind. It kind of reminds me of what I had said a couple of days ago at the launch of the NGN workshop that was held, that had a number of Asian and Pacific Island countries attending that. And that, you know, technology can, apart from the fact some people say is a great equalizer, technology can also be the greatest divider. And the fact of the matter is this: if, for example, if everybody in Fiji, everybody in Viti Levu or in Suva corridor has access to 4G and has access to digital television, etc., and now we are going to have more educational tools based on technology, but if there are parts of Fiji that actually does not have internet connection, in Lau or Kandavu or in some interior parts of Viti Levu, then those people are even further marginalized than ever before. Because the people in other parts of Fiji have access to technology, have access to that information that they don't have. To use a simple example, when everybody used textbooks, they also got the textbooks. But now if you have most of the textbooks available online and you use a tablet to access that information, they actually cannot do that. So there becomes even greater disparity. In the same way, the Fijian, or I should say the South Pacific Stock Exchange, if it did not adopt these types of technology, it would actually get marginalized as a stock exchange if other people are doing that. So you kind of become redundant in the overall scheme of things. So it is very, very critical that the stock exchange, government services, the RBF services, any other types of services that's available within the country must continuously have the uptake of technology, which is very, very critical. And in this day and age, as we all know, that if we do not do that, you will get left behind. We appreciate, for example, when we travel overseas, some of the technological services that's available through very simple, mundane transactions that we do carry out in Fiji, perhaps on a manual basis. But when you go overseas, we really appreciate the fact that you probably can do a lot of that online. Or the fact that you can, in fact, go to a city and walk the distance and follow the route because it's available on your phone. So these are the kind of facilitating environment that we require. And I'd like to thank the board and the CEO for this initiative. Government, as you know, as has been highlighted, has increased the grant to South Pacific Stock Exchange. I would like to also take this opportunity. One of the reasons why we did increase that is to the SPSE to build that capacity within that organization. There's no point in government, for example, having a 10% taxation rate for companies that are listed on the SPCE. And there's no point in having all these other bells and whistles that entices people if you don't actually have a modern organization. But I would like to encourage those people who are potential companies that can be listed on the SPSE to actually take that step. The SPSE is here. You have a very capable CEO, you have a very tuned in board that will actually provide that assistance to you. And of course, we provide a lot of tax incentives for you to be able to list. We're also looking through with the Reserve Bank and the Ministry of Industry and Trade to look at how we can have smaller enterprises being listed, creating an enclave for them on the stock exchange. And I think that is very critical. At the moment, the thinking is that you only have to be, a big, large company with zillions of dollars passing through your balance sheet. Only then you can list. But other countries have very successfully done with small to medium enterprises that can be listed. And of course, eventually, they can become big too. So this is a wonderful initiative. We'd like to congratulate everybody. And please make sure that you use it. Tell others it's available. And we look forward to more companies being listed. And that's the job of you good people. And we, of course, your grants will be matched by that also. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you a good afternoon. Dinaka.